it is like my most horrible day of the year because it was associated with grief. And I think that grief and the emotions and exploring that and not being resistant to it is where you can find growth and where you can find connection.
Absolutely. And one of the things, we have a extensive study on grief in my training program. And this is exactly why, because same thing, I always thought of grief as a death. And then I remember like a couple years after my divorce, understanding, oh, that was a grief. Like I went through grief with that. And since what I've learned is just how often and how many ways we actually experience grief in our lives, because grief is anytime there is a perceived loss. And it is a feeling that needs to be processed. And so truly, if we think about what our hopes and expectations are for life, even on a daily basis, and how often that doesn't happen, I think that within this theme of rising up, it's really important that we all become more aware of the ways that sadness and loss and grief, even in those little ways, actually needs to be cared about. And we can support ourselves and get that support. And it builds a really strong foundation. Grief experienced and processed builds strength in us.